Here's where we're at. Out in the woods behind my parents' house. There's a couple tractors in there. One of them's got a Craftsman plow on it, even though it's a Cub Cadet. Years ago, we got the plow for free and we threw it on the Cub, and the Cub quit running and it's been sitting in the buckwheat. So I figured while I'm not really doing much, waiting for parts for the Jetta, I'm gonna try a different project. We're gonna try to get this plow off. And I have a Weedeater tractor at home that I got for 75 bucks, and we're gonna rig it on there and make it work. Now, it is not an international plow on it. It's a crappy old Craftsman that was half-ass rigged on there with like 1/4-inch bolts that, like, what's that gonna do, you know? If you got into anything heavy, that ain't gonna hold nothing anyway. But so it's an MTD plow. My tractor's an MTD at home, so we're gonna see what happens. Chances are, like most of the crappy, you know, late 90s early 2000 MTDs and Craftsman, I'm probably just gonna bend the frame. But yeah, we'll have fun doing it. It's something to do while I'm waiting for the Jetta parts to come in. So I'm gonna try and pull that off, and then gotta try to drag it all the way up to the driveway. Not exactly the easiest in all the snow. Should have done this in the fall before all this, but it's like all the way up to 10 degrees right now, and I am sweaty. Trying to get all this pricker bushes and stuff out of the way, and the ice and snow and crap, so I could even get to the plow. It was a job. So, but I'm to it. It's not stuck on the. It's not froze to the ground or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it happen. We're home. I got the plow out. That was a hassle. Ended up getting it in the car, dragging it out in the snow and everything. But it was free, so whatever. Got her done. Fits right in the back of an Equinox, no problem. So I gotta get the tractor down here now, but the tractor is up there behind the shed, behind the wood. The trailer's on. The trailer's up there, and it's got a ton of wood on it. So in order for me to get the tractor out, I gotta get the trailer unloaded, get the trailer out of the way, and then probably try to snowblow or something up there, because I don't have chains or anything yet. I found some on Facebook. I think I might go pick them up. Chains and weights for 75 bucks. Too bad of a deal for one of these. So I gotta measure the tires though and see if they're the right size. But I'm gonna go get to unloading. Alright, got the wood all stacked off the trailer. Still gotta wrap it up, clean up back here. Got it all cleaned out. I had to snow blow because I'm pretty sure stock tires, this thing's not gonna go anywhere. Got the trailer moved out of the way. So this thing had a dead battery when I bought it, the tractor, and I had a battery laying around that was out of a motorcycle, and it's way too small for it, so I don't really have high hopes for this thing starting in the cold. But so far it hasn't let me down. I guess we'll see. Throttle's stuck. It's all frozen. I was kind of surprised at that, but I'm gonna go grab my torch and see if we can unfreeze it. It's like frozen in the line or something. Everything moves free, but I can't get the throttle to move, so I'm gonna try to get it running just by moving stuff with the screwdriver here. See if I get some heat in it, at least get it into the garage. It's like it's froze up inside the throttle cable because everything else seems to be moving, so let's see what happens. Hit her with the giggle. Got the old party fluid here. We're gonna make it run. Well, I guess I gotta come up with a different plan because that didn't even work. So, back in a little bit. Got the jump pack out of now because the battery died while I was screwing with it. The throttle cable is just all, it just won't move. So, I unhooked the throttle cable from where the governor and stuff is, so I can try to get it to fire, and I just moved it by hand. That rig is worthless. This thing does not like the cold at all. And ready? Let's get the jump pack back out. Okay, so now I just need to get this thing to thaw out, and we'll figure out what's going on with the throttle cable's probably just frozen. And get the deck and stuff off it. See if we can't get the plow on. Alright. Got the deck almost off. I figured I'd start filming a little bit. So where are we at? Where all these hook up on the MTDs underneath, it's just cotter pins. So just pop the pins out and the deck just drops off. Really simple. And these tractors are made out of like soda cans, so they're extremely easy to just lift over. Okay, that is that. Let's get the deck out of the way and bring the plow in. There's a few things I noticed. I don't remember exactly how it was on the original tractor. I know it was like a pull-on, or however you say it. And it fit on there fine. But I can't remember if you need to pull this bracket off, or you just pull a couple of the bolts out and reuse the bolts for it. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Here's the major problem that we found with these MTDs is it's, you know, kind of bent and stamped and nothing's welded, and we were doing stuff we weren't supposed to be doing with it, but had this plow on another tractor, the pull-on, and actually folded this plate right up underneath it. So if that happens, I guess we'll heat it up, bend it back, and I don't know, reinforce it or something. I got a welder, make it happen. Alright, here's where I'm at. Side bolts actually did work. It's cut out for that other one, so there's one there, there's one there. They were long enough. Now I'm trying to get this front plate on, and the holes in the frame here are quite a bit bigger, so I just feel like that might be kind of sloppy in there, so I'm gonna hog them out a little bigger than this so that they match size wise, so I can put a little bit bigger bolt in there, make it all a little tighter. I don't know if it'll be any stronger, but we'll have fun with it either way. Let's make it work. Okay. There, I got those in. Now I gotta figure out some bolts for the lower ones and just snug everything up and be back at you. Here's where we're at. Plow is all bolted on. Now, if I remember correctly, there was like this big handle that came off this, and I don't for the life of me remember how that went on there on the Cub Cadet. To lift and lower it, we just used a chain, but it's gonna hit on the body of this one and stuff, so the next order of business is trying to figure that out. I don't know, I didn't see the handle for this laying around up there. It might be, it's just there's so much snow and crap is buried, you know. So I'm gonna try to make something happen with this. Not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna ponder it a while and see if I can figure something out. Here's what I figured out, just kind of proof of concept type deal. I just put the chain right to the blade. There was already a hole there. I drilled a hole in that and just put the little S end on the chain, and it clears and everything. It works. I can use this to lift and lower and everything, so might need a little adjustment, but just to kind of try it and see if any of this is gonna work. There's some snow, but it's really light poofy stuff, so I figured I'd try it on that because I don't have chains or anything yet. Nobody has chains in stock that fit an 18-inch wheel, so, or 18-inch tire, I mean. But whatever, I'm gonna pull this out and give it a try on this little tiny bit here just to see if any of it's gonna work at all. Hopefully it starts again. It does work, but the shoes are set pretty high. It's barely scraping anything, so I think I'm gonna drop them down. I took a piece of this flat stock and I loosened up the shoes and just set it down to that piece of flat stock. So it went from like an inch gap down to barely any. Just see light underneath it, so we'll see. That might be a little too low, but I'm gonna give it a try and see how it goes. Huh, that actually worked pretty well. So, I definitely need to get some chains on it. I think if I even had chains without weight, it would make a huge difference, but yeah, I'll have to order up some chains and maybe I'll put a ballast box or something on it. We'll see how it goes, but for free, worked pretty good.